Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I am going to do a before tour. So we have done some dirt moving and some digging and the start of our grading for the house. But here I'm going to show an update of our bulb planting, and then I'm going to walk you around the perimeter of our property. All right, I am at the property. I have been seeing daffodils everywhere. I just passed patches and patches of daffodils. So I pulled up at the property and was highly disappointed that I didn't see a daggum thing. But if you look really close, there's one. Okay. Let's see. Oh, found another one. There's one. Oh. Let's see, there's one. Okay, we've got three plants from our bulb planting. Right now I only see three. Let's see. I don't know why that's all torn up. Oh, here's another. 4. Okay. I did think they could just come up later. I don't know if it would have been something. Here's one of the ones I already saw. I didn't know if it was something with these if you just totally screwed it up like I thought I did, and I still probably won't have all of my bulbs come up. But I was wondering if you did it too late, if they just wouldn't take, or when we had that really long rain and I didn't think the bulbs were covered with soil enough that they probably drowned. But so from a little distance, can't see any. I think we see one. There's one from a distance. But anyway, I am here to drop off some plants that I have in the back of the car and some soil. So there's more in the front, but I've got a trunk full. All right, this is what I brought over. I showed this in the last, I think it was the Wednesday vlog. This is what I could get in my car. It just has dirt in it, I think. My hydrangea. Dead evergreens, it looks like. This one has a little green. See, there's another dead one that I've had. Hopefully they're not dead. Those are the 3, goodness, that I bought the other day. And then now I have 2 hollies. So we shall see. I am now going to check out the rest. But you can see right here where the water lines were filled all the way to the road. There's our property line. All right, so here is the mixed gravel that was piled over there that we laid out for the RV pad. Because of it being mixed, once it rained, when it was piled up over here, and once it rained, the piles looked almost completely gravel. And then when you got into it, you could see a lot of the dirt and other material that's inside. And then after, I think it did rain, at least some, after we spread this out. And there's a good bit of gravel. It feels pretty nice. I think it needs to be a little more leveled because it was, I just drove through it and it was pretty bumpy. But so right now the RV will just park right here. We're gonna hook it up to this spout. And then the house grade, here's the start of the house grade. It will go further towards the road, and I want this road, this path where the RV will be, to go straight and go past here, and that will be where we eventually build a shop. So that would be a good path. And in the future, when the shop is built, the RV will be parked with it, with the shop. So I don't know the measurements of what we have started right here yet. I haven't measured it. The day we did this, it was extremely cold. Feels nice today. 61 degrees. This is Saturday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. The oldest son, Ryan, and Timothy, my husband, are near Macon for a motocross race again this weekend. So there is our tent pole. It's just laying there waiting to be set up. So I'm walking towards the back of our property. Here's the middle back. And those are looking really nice. And then you can see down there those. Gosh, I love that middle one. I always loved it though. And then in our neighbor pasture behind us, there's horses. There's the horses. And then let's walk a little bit this way, and we will see the other evergreens. So also, with all the new evergreens that I have, I want to find a permanent place for them, maybe in the front, because that's what you see, when you first come in. But I also really want to have this established property border, just so it creates our property lot, you know, because right now we are essentially plopped in the middle of large acreage. Maybe not in the middle, but on the sides we're in the middle. And this will just create that barrier. Our property line tag won't just be sticking out in the middle of, you know, a large plot of land. But like I've said, behind our property to that's a fence that's been there for ages and ages. But that tree line between ours and the tree line will be a drive to go back to one of my brother's lots. It's going to be very nice. As large and open as this is, so I have the phone right at my shoulders, my chest, and that's how low I am into like a dip. We have little hills, and same right there. So if you go over that little hill, like, you'd probably see half of their house if they built it down there. Now if they built it up here, yeah, that'll be nice too though. But what I've considered is I was gonna re-look at the evergreens I've planted, and like in this corner, so I guess I took the tags off. So are these, now I can't remember, I'll have to go back a couple videos and see what the two on the side are. Probably should be able to know. Is that did I get junipers? I'm not sure I even bought junipers. But isn't that, oh no! Oh good, there's a tag over there. Are those bad things? Is that bugs? Is that white stuff? Is that some kind of bug? I sure hope not. But I did leave the tag. I don't know why the tag's not on that one. But this one is a Leyland cypress. I always leave the tags on just so if there's anything specific that I need to remember while I'm doing this permanent planting. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a spruce. That's right. Okay, so way in the distance, I put a little flag. I think you can see it. It's right in the middle of the screen. That tells me that right over that hill is where our property line lines up. So I had all intentions of doing that before I planted these trees. So I'm going to come to this property line here. Oh, I think I just stepped in an ant bed. Sure did. Luckily, the neighbor's dogs are coming to check me out today. Normally, they don't even pay me any attention. I can barely see them. We haven't met them yet. Okay, so I am behind the post or the flag, and there is the line. Okay. My plan was, because this Leyland cypress, well, you know what? Let me look again. I didn't want it right up on the marker, but I probably did it too far. Oh, I did come off 12 or 15. Oh yeah, this one doesn't have it. I believe it said 30 feet, like in diameter, was how wide, see, it looks crooked to me, how wide this tree will eventually grow. So if you look here, you know what, I'm gonna step it off. I think I did 15. Oh, the dog came over. He just got called back. I heard they must have like a button to alert them to come back. They have never been curious. And we've come over here at least every weekend and sometimes during the week. So I did, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's right at 5 yards, 15 feet. So the tag, and if I face there, we did pretty good. That one over there could be maybe too far in. No, you know, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it could be too far. It probably should be over just a little, but that's okay. What do you do? Now I need to get one and do it up there. And I have these flags in my car, so when I make it back to the car, I'll pull it back here and we will stick one right on top of that hill, because we can't see this one from the center one and vice versa. So the road will come down, and then this, I'm on my brother's property right now. So, all right, I'm gonna make my way back up. Oh, I think I was saying what my plan, or what I need to decide when it comes to the new evergreens I've purchased. I need to decide. I need to find out, I bet that tag has it on it, but how big these get, these side ones. I had thought I would put 2 maybe smaller growth evergreens kind of in the windows, but I wonder if I should come out and go continue that like corner, and then do some different things in the windows, like bushes that have red, yellow, blue. Now I do love blue evergreens, spruce, all the stuff, junipers. I might could throw in 2 blue type evergreens, but get some different color foliage back here. One day I will, especially once we move over here and the weather gets nice, I will walk the entire property and just kind of show basically where me and my cousins and brothers grew up, roaming this area, riding horses back here. But all right, here is the middle. Put that middle tag, and that tag splits up my brother's property. So here's these. Let me make sure what these are. So these, of course, are arborvitaes. Let's see if it says. I know it will. Okay. See, those are small. Does that mean 8 to 20 feet high? So it could only get to 8, but it could get to 20. I've actually never seen that. Also, something that I have not really focused on, this says full sun to part sun. Well, this is gonna be full sun. Completely full sun. But that is also one reason I want to get these evergreens established. Okay, cypress, okay. It says space at 10. It'll get 20 to 30. Full sun. So this is my other brother, his land, and he gets a lot of this wooded area, which is very nice. I can see the house going kind of right in that little level area back there tucked. I think that would be so nice. Okay, there's the other tag. And here's the other thing. There's this area that'll eventually be like an island of trees. So we have some trees because my brother's drive will go through that. So that will have to be cleared once they move over here. So if you look right here, I wonder if that is too far in. You can also see a tag flapping there, and oh, there it is, in there. So that is my uncle's property line. And then ours is right there, so my brother's drive will come through here, and then he'll have all that. All right, so here we are with these. So here are, okay, these were mine originally. Yes, I had these potted in a pot. I also like keeping the tag to see how the price has changed. But this is an emerald green arborvitae. I'm out here in the open. I hear all these noises and I am far away from people, but I feel like somebody's gonna sneak up on me. Okay, mature size, 4 wide, 15 high. See, that's perfect right here. Now this, I saw something the other day. I had assumed that that was a Leyland cypress. Was it a juniper? It might be a juniper. Oh goodness, why is this colored on the front, like on the top like that? You know where it was? It was under a tree. Watch this one have been like part sun. But you know what? It's near this, and I think it's fine. But what I do need to figure out, I'm gonna have to get my children out here. I cannot see through all of this to see where our property line is at the road. So we got to figure that out. I guessed on all of them because it's hard to see, but I feel like that's pretty good. So I can see this tag up to that tag. I keep calling it a tag, and every time I call it a tag, I don't know. So I think I did pretty well not knowing exactly, you know. So here is this corner. That looks really nice. And my brother's drive will come through here. So with the evergreens I have, I could put some small here. I could put a bush. I could do like I like the windows, obviously, the windows look, but if it's a shorter variety and it doesn't totally, cover up these back corner ones, then I could stick one right in the center. But I just need to decide if, I stepped in another ant bed. Luckily they're pretty hard, so it takes them a minute to come out. I don't know. I need to decide if I want to carry on out this way. Since these are just 4 feet wide is all I have to worry about. I guess once this one grows, this one could be not as wide as the others. I think they were 20 and 30. I don't know what this one is, but I love it. I love it. So as I walk up through here, that is going to have to be cleaned out. There's a fallen tree that's got to be cut down. We're going to have to cut it. I don't know if it's wood for a fireplace or, like a bonfire. But we could do that. I'm gonna get the chainsaw and cut that down. So yeah, dang it. Where is it? Another ant bed. Not many in there, thankfully. But yeah, we'll have to get that tree. And it looks like that tree right there it needs to come down. Maybe those that are necessary to come down are in the path of the briars. The driveway that'll be coming in. Okay. So in the last land update, I talked about or mentioned the gullies that we were filling. And these gullies were man-made. I'm guessing, water could settle and it was almost like a trough for animals. So those are all along this property. And in our section right now on our land, when we've dug things and had, more soil because of the digging leveling, we have been placing that soil inside those gullies just to kind of level it out so it's easier to drive. Okay, I see our tag. All right, there it is peeking over. Okay. So the drive. See, I'm not exactly sure where our tag is over there. Right here in this area. So, okay, let me say this. So, I had said that was our RV pad. And in the future, it's going to come down and go right into where like a workshop. So then the RV can go right there. But so in this area where kind of dips down in like a little hole, not really a hole, but it dips down, we will be building a motocross track. And I think you can see the natural, so it'll just kind of stay in that area. You can see there's a gully that goes right around and turns. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. So please make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and leave me a comment. We will be able to work on the property this weekend. We will finalize the grading of the house. I have finished the house plans that we will be using. So I plan to do a video showing the house plans very soon. So make sure you look out for that as well. The next step will be digging our footers and placing our plumbing. Then we will be able to get our temp power and move to the property.